The DJI Spark is the smallest and the cheapest drone ever made by DJI, and even though it's super tiny, it definitely packs a punch. It's been 6 months since I own my Spark and I've spent plenty of hours in the air with it, and in today's video I'll let you know what I like and what I don't like about this drone. And since I like to be positive, let me start with what I like about it first. The biggest thing which I want to address first is of course the size of the drone. It literally fits in the palm of your hand and weighs next to nothing. Just 300 grams, less than twice the weight of the DJI Mavic Pro, which was previously the king of the portable drones. So if you're a traveler, a vlogger, or you simply have plenty of equipment in your bag already, then this drone will help you out with its extreme portability. Coming up at number 2 is the palm takeoff and landing. You can fly the drone from the palm of your hand and not worry if there is enough space at your flying location, which is a huge advantage if you like to film on the beach, which is one of my favorite filming locations, as you won't take a chance of having dust, sand, or small rocks near your drone during takeoff and landing. I usually like to use palm takeoff only, as I normally hand catch it when landing, but I also use the force shutdown feature from time to time. I've talked about this method in my Spark 5 tips and tricks video, which I'll link below if you want to watch it. The next thing I really like about this drone is the sphere mode. This new mode has only been released a couple of weeks ago for the Spark, but I already love it and I think it's a breath of fresh air coming from DJI. I like that they're pushing updates and new features to the drone, and more specifically, I love the effect of the sphere mode. I think it definitely gives a unique look to our aerial shots. Sphere mode is just like a regular panoramic mode, but it takes 46 photos of your location from each possible angle, then it stitches the photos together so you have this really cool little planet effect. And it's all done automatically, so you don't even need to transfer the photos to your computer. You can do it all from your phone. I recently made a whole video about the sphere mode on the Spark, so if you're interested, link will be in the description. Number 4 from the things that I really like about the Spark is how low profile it is. I have to say, the small size and the overall design of the Spark help tremendously with the way I use it on a daily basis, as you don't have to put the propellers on or even fold out the arms. You just take it out of your bag and you're good to go. Unlike any bigger drones, this one is quieter in the air, less intimidating for the people around you, and generally less noticeable, which is something that I really like. However, it's not all sunshine and roses, as there are definitely some downsides of owning the Spark. And even though they aren't that many or that significant, I still think it's important to mention them. So first off, let's talk about the most obvious one, which a lot of people complain about: the lack of 4K. The Spark can only shoot at 1080p at 30 frames per second, it doesn't support RAW images, and it does not have color profiles. And even though I understand those are some serious issues for some people, all of these issues are literally non-present in the bigger brother of the Spark, the DJI Mavic Pro. The Mavic is a couple of $100s more expensive, but that's the main idea of having a Spark. The drone is affordable and not made for professionals or commercial flyers, but for hobby flyers who are not crazy about specs and features and simply want to have fun. If you're filming for YouTube and not for clients, most of your videos will be watched on a smartphone or a laptop anyway, so all of a sudden 1080p doesn't really sound like such a bad idea. And yes, even though I would love to have 4K and more options and settings that I can tweak on my Spark, to me this is not a deal breaker. If those are some things that bother you, then you simply need to go out and get the Mavic Pro or the Phantom 4 Pro. The other small issue I have with this drone is the lack of waypoints, which is easily fixed by using a third-party app such as Litchi. However, if you want to stick to the DJI Go 4 app, currently there is no way of using waypoints. Hopefully we can see that in a future software update. I also need to mention the limited flight time of the Spark. The drone can stay in the air for roughly 12 to 13 minutes with each battery charge, and I don't find that enough, so buying an extra battery or two is always a good idea. I personally have the DJI Spark Fly More combo, which comes with the remote controller and 2 batteries, so my total flight time is about 20-25 minutes depending on the flight conditions. I also want to mention that many people have reported some reliability issues that are mainly due to the way the battery connects to the drone. Unlike the Mavic Pro, which has the battery on top of its body, the Spark has two little hinges on the side of the battery, which fits just under the body of the drone. I've heard reports of falling batteries in the middle of a flight, so hopefully this will be improved with a more reliable battery holding mechanism for the Spark 2. I also hope that we can at least get an upgrade from 1080p to 2K video recording with a future software update, so let's just all tweet to DJI that we want it and hopefully we can get it for Christmas. What I don't see myself using at all are the gestures, which were one of the main selling points of the Spark when it was first introduced. I find them to be more like a gimmick than a useful feature, and I almost never use any gestures besides showing them off once or twice to some of my friends. So what do you think about the Spark? Let me know what you like or dislike about it in the comments below, and if you want to buy it, the link for it will be in the description. With that being said, please like the video as I've put a lot of effort into putting it together, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and thank you so much for watching guys. I'll catch you in my next video.